We've got Deathchain here, going to be speedrunning Prison Run and Gun for us. Deathchain, take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Deathchain33, and I'm very excited here to showcase Prison Run and Gun, especially since for those who do know me, I'm a predominantly Resident Evil speedrunner, specifically Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 7. And so this is kind of weird to submit to a marathon that you can only run one thing in. And the main reason to submit this is that I'm interested in seeing what can be done with the game if we have more than one runner. Well, more than two runners in this case. This game was introduced to me by I'm a Noob SG, who is my commentator for today. And with just the addition of an additional runner, we brought the time down from 1930 to 1630, saving 3 minutes with some skips and additional routing. So I'm very excited to showcase this and then see where the game can go. So timing will start when I hit enter on the how to escape. And so I'll count it down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing we need to notice is that during these black screens, I can still move. So we're going to take that to our advantage, doing specific inputs throughout the black screen so that we can go through the game as fast as possible. Specifically in this next level, I'm going to try to go left and jump to ledge grab like that. So this introduces us to the helmet. The helmet allows us to firstly, to tank an extra hit as well as break floors from below. And so we use that to our advantage to be able to just go through the level quickly. So this is going to be the any percent category. Any percent requires you to have beaten the game and gotten, I believe, 25 of the 29 keys to be able to progress. We're also routing out a 100% category. So coming up here, I'm going to try to go for, I call it the bullet skip. It saves about a second. If you're fast enough, I'm probably not going to get it here. No, I'm going to take it safe. If you're fast enough, you can get on top of this ledge up here before that gun shoots another bullet. And it saves about a second. So the game has a good amount of movement skills for how much it is. It's about $5 when it's not on sale. I bought this game for about 50 cents and got about 100 hours out of it so far. So level 3, I'm going to try to, there we go. We preload to the right and then jump over that saw. Now you'll see me drop weapons occasionally. And the main reason for that is you move faster when you're not carrying a gun. And so we'll use that at certain points so that I can go faster through the level. Now, this game has a bunch of different RNG. We have different gun RNG. My file has all the guns unlocked as well as all the keys. So I can get any kind of the guns, which are a blaster, a minigun, an assault rifle, a shotgun, and an SMG. So I'm going to throw it that way. There we go. So I'm going to throw that gun so that it's easier to just get through the level. And where that gun drops is random. So coming up here is level 5. I could have gone for a slightly, like, it's a weirder strat to go for if you get the blaster. Unfortunately, like, it only saves time if you execute it perfectly. So there's really no point going for it in a full game run. And those boxes on the left side there are RNG. I'm going to just take the safer route, which is to drop down here. If it had broken, you can actually launch yourself off that side-to-side platform and go faster. So here we're going to get an introduction to these guys who are carrying mines. If they hit you when you don't have a helmet, they just kill you. Every damage you take is a one-hit kill. So level 7 is on just a timer. So you don't actually have to go as fast as possible here. You can't beat that the elevator on the side, the cycle. So you have to wait for it. And you have to wait for the gun to break the box at the top as well.
It's like a mini break.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to load to the right here during this black screen, and that'll allow me to skip waiting for that saw. There's a strat that you can do. It's a bit, it's highly risky, but you can kind of stay like 1 pixel in front of the saw so its hitbox doesn't hit you when you're on the way back. And you can just get through. It saves maybe 1 or 2 seconds. And we're not at that level of optimization just yet. That barrel that rolls down there is also RNG. Sometimes it won't destroy all those barrels and that generator. So here's going to be another movement tech I'm going to go for. It's called, I call it the ledge grab. So if you can jump off the last pixel of a platform and throw your gun. Oh, unfortunate. You can get the gun over. All right, come on. There we go. You can get the gun over while making it to the other side as well. We'll use that strat later on as well in the I'm a Noob skip on level 23. Coming up is level 10. We're going to try to one cycle this. This was recently, I don't know, sure. When did you discover this new?
I would say it's within the 1 month period when we found many of the skips. So this one cycle can save up to about 8 to 9 seconds. Sorry, but like maybe 5 at most. Yeah.
I think it saved 9 seconds off my gold originally.
Yeah.
So it definitely saves a ton of time. So originally we were waiting for that guy to hit the box and go back. But you can actually, if you're fast enough, just shoot him while he's going towards the right and make him drop his bomb. So now we're going to get introduced to an item called the Jumpsuit. And the Jumpsuit gives you 5 charges and you can break ground with it. So we're going to use that to get through this level. And as you'll notice, the song changes. It changes each 10th level. So each new section gets a new song. So I'm going to stand here, just so it's a safer strat there. Excuse me. So we have a slightly faster strat for level 12 than what I'm going to showcase here. Unfortunately, it's kind of like a lot of the strats in this game that are faster are the kind that's like it saves 5 seconds or kills your run.
Yeah.
So generally, we'll take the safer strat for a marathon.
This game has a lot of YOLOs.
So I wait for this gun to turn red, so I know it's not going to shoot another bullet. All right, so this is something I found. We used to have to wait for this elevator on the side, but if I jump at a specific spot, I can jump over this fire. Get back. You have to be careful of this gun here. I'm going to jump another bullet. All right. Whoops. You can save 6 seconds by shooting those barrels and then waiting for their hip frames to be gone and getting through in a jump. Yeah. I accidentally
doing a
hit
one
my
cycle there.
Yeah, I accidentally hit my analog stick. So we get it. All right. Sometimes the analog stick does not like turning to the other direction. There we go. So I run this on controller. You have controller and keyboard and mouse. Well, I guess keyboard in this case. I find controller easier to work with. And so I'll switch to the D-pad occasionally when I'm doing wall jumps or wall grabs, mainly because I have a habit of falling off the wall. I'm gonna have to detonate this safely. There we go.
You could run past that.
I probably could have, yeah. I want it to be safe. You can move. I moved past that fire extinguisher there because when you shoot them, they explode and they stay on fire for like a good 2 seconds. Slow grenade, that's all right. So I'm gonna wait for this mine to go through this beige section, jump on it, and then jump up. All right, now I'm gonna go switch to my D-pad. I'm gonna wait for this. You can one cycle this wall, but we'll just take it safer. And now drops a guy here. We're gonna wait for him to go to that line. Oh, I messed it up. It's all right, we get to see the level again. Got a faster grenade there, so I'm not sure exactly how that grenade speed works.
Yeah. So about those flying mines, so those flying mines actually explode once you get close, like once you get close to it, and it will actually drop another mine that will fly in a random direction, and sometimes that can actually kill the run because it might fly to you and kill you.
Yep, there we go. That's what I meant to do. All right, so now I'm going to load to the left and jump. Oh, didn't get the jump off. Sometimes the game doesn't read my input. What you do there is you'll be able to trigger that mine during the black screen, so that it immediately drops that the helmet on you. So I'm going to just tank this hit because helmets allow you to tank damage. And that's what I call the barrel skip. Originally I would wait for that barrel, but you can actually make it and save some time. So this game is still evolving. I'm not going to showcase it here because it doesn't actually save that much time, but I found a strat today while practicing that saves probably about 2 seconds in this level. So the way the jumpsuit works is if you hold the jump button when you land on something, you can actually get jumped. You can get boosted up higher. And so what you can do is you can actually just use that jumpsuit that you picked up to grab the gun and then boost yourself over that electrical field. It's just incredibly risky. So I'm going to stand here in case we get bad RNG, good RNG. Sometimes that barrel will hit a wall and so it won't blow up the floor and you have to throw a grenade.
Yeah, it just shows how much more optimized the game can be. There's still more things we could find out.
All right, I'm still going to go for this. You can take this safer by picking up all the... all right, I'm going to take it safe now. You can zigzag your way through those saws or go the safe route.
The zigzag route is way easier to do on the controller, I believe.
Yeah, so a lot of the cues in this game are visual cues. Like I'll jump at a specific spot. For example, when it's about halfway through this elevator or this window, I'll jump. So it really helps us be able to time stuff. So we're coming up on the first major skip of the game that was discovered probably about 3 weeks ago or so. So this is called the Jumpsuit Skip. This level wants you to grab that box there, which has a jumpsuit in it. Come on. All right, it's all right. We're gonna get this. There we go. But if you actually go in a specific spot, you can jump when one of those guys are coming along and they'll hit you, blow up the box, and then take away your helmet, which again allows you to just block 1 damage. Otherwise, you would have to get the jumpsuit and jump on top of them, which stuns them so that they die and they'll blow up.
Yeah. I think about the helmet is that you can be invulnerable after you lose it for about a second or 2. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll use that later on, hopefully, in a level. So now we're in the last 10 levels of the game. So this game is incredibly quick, which is one of the main reasons I like learning it. Because my RE games are either about like an hour, or in the case of like RE7 is about like an hour 30 or so. So a nice like 20-minute run is nice to just relax with.
A relaxing game indeed.
And some of the levels are incredibly fast as well. Sort of a blink and you'll miss it type level. All right, so here's another skip. I'm going to go for my version of the skip first. If I fail it, we'll go for the safer version. Noob, do you want to talk about the skip?
Yeah, this is one of the more recent skips that has been found that actually saves up to about like 13 seconds. It's called like a ledge grab. I found a more safer strat, and Dash Chain, he refined it, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so the way that I get that is I jump off the last pixel that allows you to jump on. So you have to be very like precise, and it allows you to throw your gun over and grab the ledge without falling into the cliff. It's super dangerous because if you fail it, you just die. Whereas the safe version, you've already destroyed that generator. And so if you fail it, you can fall back down onto a safe platform under there. All right, so this level, we do it slightly slower than a version that Noob has found before, which relied upon the RNG of this jetpack. Jetpacks, we didn't really talk about the jetpacks, but they can actually destroy the ground. So one of the strats used to be to use up your last jetpack here to destroy the ground. It saves probably about 10 seconds, I would say.
But it's very RNG because you don't know where the jetpack can end up.
Please don't touch me. Thank you. I'm going to take this safe. All right. That flying mine is incredibly scary. So I usually stand up here to avoid those fireworks boxes. They flash and then they just kill you. So now we're on level 26. So level 26, I'm going to try to one cycle this. We'll see how well this goes. if you don't do it right, your character gets stuck in his landing animation, which is his legs open. And those doesn't allow you to jump again, and you'll usually end up getting stuck there and then blown up.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that your character actually stands still before you can actually jump again.
There you go. That was actually incredibly good.
Oh, nice. All right, here comes.
All right, now this is the most stressful part of the run, so I'm gonna be quiet.
All right, so for level 27, it's very, very RNG intensive, so that's why Deshane is gonna focus up. That's because in the later part of this map, we will have to deal with a bunch of flying mines, and like I mentioned earlier, the flying mines will drop mines that will fly out in random directions upon exploding. So it will either land to our advantage or kill the run entirely. So in this case, it actually works out just as intended because it needs to land at one of those platforms and destroy the beam for us to get down and destroy the generator. And he did it in one try. Oh, that's big. All right.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest run killers of the run. So this level used to also be a really huge run killer until I found out a consistent setup. So I wait for that red bar on the side there to line up with a specific black bar, and allows us to do a long jump and then move to the right to land on top of that crate without the gun killing us. Otherwise, we were having an issue with that crate getting completely destroyed. So I'm going to try to go for a strat that I've recently worked out. We're going to go a bit slower just for safety. And we're going to use the helmet to damage boost. I've been trying to find a way. I wanted to find a way to do this without having to pick up these grenades over here. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's possible because there's that crate up the top there. If these crates weren't there, I could do this without grabbing the grenade, but I can just damage boost through this without having to send up 2 grenades and then just boost over.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure how much that will save. I'm not entirely sure how much time that saves. So we're on the second last level. This level is on just a cycle, so I can take my time a little bit. By that, I'm going to move this over to the right. So again, we walk slower when we're carrying a gun. So I need that gun later. So I'm just going to walk to the right so I can actually run faster towards it. Now, when this guy's at a specific spot, I'm going to hit that switch. Grab this gun, and he's been used up. Now, I've lost a record run to missing an input and blowing myself up with that barrel. So I'm taking that. I took that a lot safer than I normally will, just to ensure that I got onto the barrel. And now you have to watch your trigger, because I'm going to drop down here. You would think you'd have to go to the right. You end up just dropping down. And those big gas spots right here explode. So you just have to watch your trigger a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're coming up. Time will be on the game clear screen. Excuse me.
Boss fight.
And you think, okay, I'm free. No, there's an attack helicopter now. This prison does not want you to get out. I'm going to go to the back here so I don't get blown up. Okay. And we're going to keep the rocket launcher because we need it. If you pick up that Gatling gun, it's incredibly slow. And so time is coming up.
Reaching the end of the game.
And time.
Let's go.
Yeah, so also this is going to be very, very loud, and I apologize. There's no way to skip it.
Wow, that is way louder.
I want to give a shout out and thanks to I'm a Noob for introducing me to this game. It was very fun to route out. I have, like I said, about 100 hours in it. Playing it casually with about 9 hours, which is really good for a game that costs 50 cents. So there's a lot of like fun that you can get with this. We have a Discord if you're interested in learning the run, where we can just talk about the runs like that. And yeah, thank you for having me on. It was really nice to run this.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Shout out to Jordan and Juho and Voidmine / Shot in Steve.
And thank you for coming on and showcasing the run. But, you know, as we say at the end of every One-And-Done-Athon run, thank you and goodbye forever, Deshane. People are memeing on me for not having a dry eraser, but you know what? This job is harder than it seems. Sometimes you have to use 2 markers. I promise. Life out here is different.